Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Kidnapper lands in trouble as man drags gun with them when they try to adopt him. My dear, this has become the maniac, the devilish activity currently going on now in our country. You cannot believe it. Even on the road, before you leave the house, you pray. While you are driving, you are praying. Or in a commercial vehicle, you are praying. As you are going, if you go out and come in these days, my dear, raise your hands up to heaven. Look out and say thank you to God. Why? It has become like, you don't know what is going on out there. It is a testimony to go outside your house and to come in back safely because of all this criminal activity ongoing in our country. Why? The government has left the fundamental principle of maintaining and keeping security, which is the most important place if any community or land want to continue or progress or move forward. That's the most important of all, that the people begin to look at it and say, yes, indeed, we want to move forward. If there is no security, nobody will come to your country to invest. Nobody will come to want to do business with you. Why? How is he sure he will get returns on any of his money? Abi now. Let's continue. Most people are surrounded with the maniac of what is currently going on. Guns everywhere, people carrying it and leading to loss of life as criminal elements use this to harass Nigerians. In fact, anyone or anybody attempt to disobey the gunman, the person stands in chance of losing his or her life in the process, and many people will blame the person of taking such life-threatening risk. Now imagine what people would say if someone is killed because he also, our life is, you attempt to drag gun with robbers or kidnappers that comes after him or her. Do you know what presently happened in Rivers State? Hey, this man, he dragged the gun with them. He said, you know what, we died there. I'm going nowhere with you. I am going nowhere with you. When a man did something different, he faces such situation. The man takes the road, not taking desperate actions to make sure that his life is safe. A lawyer based in Rivers State, his name is Tamuno, also work as a Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC. And many people see those who work with the oil industry as money bags. This man displayed a rare range of courage and bravery by dragging AK-47 rifle with a gunman that came or tried to kidnap him in his very own compound. He just drove in trying to park and somebody followed him in. According to him, in his compound that fateful day, he just drove in with his Toyota Camry. As he drove in to stop the car, a man had followed him from behind when the gate man was trying to close the gate and ordered him to come out. Immediately, he kept his hands on the gun because the man was pointing the gun at him. He kept his hands on it and began to drag it seriously with the man. He dragged the man and the gun together, and the man, he was bigger than the man. The man fell. He dragged it out of his hands. And the guy, my dear, before you know it, the gate man, when he saw that his master has put the guy down with the gun, and it was just one of, he held the man as well. And that was how they caught him. Some people would say what he did was risky. It was life-threatening. However, it saved him, because what they would have done if he was so scared in his own very compound, wherever he has gone to, probably was returning from work or what have you, would have entered in, and guess what? At the very gunpoint in his own house, they will whisk him away, and that would become a serious problem. But this man refused, though. He refused to be intimidated. He said, no, it will not happen. No such thing. He refused it. And I did not allow any intimidation to get to him. So he dragged it down, and that's how they called the police to take away the kidnapper. That is what is happening. I'm not encouraging you to do so. It could be very dangerous. Honestly, it could be very dangerous. It could be very dangerous, honestly. So this is what is currently happening in our country. It's a sad reality of the true state of things It happened in Rivers State, Wike's town. But it's not just in Rivers State, all across the country, do your investigation. People go out, and for you to go out and come in safely. My brothers, my sisters, go ahead and thank God. Don't take it with levity, because you are playing with it. You don't know what is happening. You don't know what's going on around in town. How people, who go out. Look at this man. He has gone out, driven into his own compound, gone through the orders of here and there, driven in, parking. Somebody followed him from behind. I guess the person would have been waiting and watching, and as soon as he saw that the coast was clear, that the man was driving into the compound, he quickly followed him in and, got into the compound with him and pointed this at him. When you see that, you will just behave yourself, because you don't know. If he releases fire, that may be the end. The gate man, everybody was just watching. But as soon as he saw that the man, gained courage, the bravery in him rose up and said, never again, and dragged him. The other guy, with that kind of, all of a sudden, adrenaline will run through your from your head to your toe. I don't know how much force he used that he was able to, carry the man and the gun, and the guy fell on the ground. Bah! The gate man saw that his master or his employer has gained control over the guy, and he quickly joined in, and that's how they apprehended the guy. Straight away, they took him up to police station, and the guy, he entered trouble, one chance. So my people, please be security conscious, okay? As much as you can, please don't drive in late. Try to avoid all this night, whatever. Hey, town don't change. It not be like before. Be careful. Until God show us mercy and things begin to change. Don't put yourself in that position where your family, look at you, they'll be asking for money, big money, as if they work and give you, as if they put the money for your pocket, So, please don't put yourself or your family go through that kind of a scenario. Even your enemy will not pray for him to go through that kind of a dilemma. Please be security conscious. Go home on time. When you are coming in, watch. Make sure that your gate is locked and that nobody followed you. If you know somebody following you, please call the police. Get their numbers. Call them. I know some of them are not reliable, but however, it better pass nothing. Nabi, have bread. Better pass say you not even get anything to chop. So let's be conscious. Oh God, we thank God for your life. Again, there's no silver bullets to it. I will not tell you to do the same, because you may not live to tell the story. However, let's pray for good security for our lives and for our land, so that we can go back to living in peace and not have been afraid. Thank you. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.